Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video we will discuss about the fourth concept of Unit 2, that is uniform distribution. In this video we will discuss about fifth concept of Unit 2, that is exponential distribution. Same as in uniform distribution, here in exponential distribution also we have two methods, that is probability density function and cumulative density function, but the variation is in their formulas. In uniform distribution, the probability density function formula is varies to the exponential distribution probability density function formula. In exponential distribution, the probability density function formula, which is indicated by small f of x, equals to function lambda into e power minus lambda x for x greater than or equals to 0 and 0 for else, whereas the second method, cumulative density function, which is indicated by capital F of x, equals to function 1 minus e power minus lambda for x greater than or equals to 0 and 0 for x less than 0. Same as in uniform distribution, in exponential distribution also we have some key points which are used for solving a problem related to the exponential distribution concept. The first formula is integration minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equals to 1 for finding a value. This is used for finding a value. It will be most used for us. Second one, same as in uniform distribution, which have mean variance standard deviation formula. In exponential distribution also have mean variance standard deviation, where in exponential distribution mean mu equals to formula is 1 by lambda and variance sigma square equals to formula is 1 by lambda square, whereas standard deviation sigma equals to square root of variance sigma square value, that is 1 by lambda square value. In exponential distribution, the important formula is this one, which is used in the some cases, which is integration e power ax dx equals to formula is e power ax by a. In integration, all functions are be derived and by it will be added, whereas in derivation it will be into to the function. Here is integration, so here e power ax by and the constant value is divided to this function. The sixth one is same as in uniform distribution. Here also in CDF function, if we have greater than function, we have to change into less than type, whereas same in uniform distribution, if we have p of x greater than 1, for example, we have to change it into here have greater type, we have to change in less than type by minusing from 1 minus p of x less than 1. Like this we have to change according to the function. The seventh one is in function, if it is in the p of a less than x less than b condition, we have to take formula is f of b minus f of a, where f of a equals to f of b equals to, we have to take 1 minus lambda power minus lambda x, 1 minus e power minus lambda x. We have to use the formula for this in CDF. So by using these all formulas, we can solve the every function related to exponential distribution concept. Let's consider an example problem. Here given question is the time required to repair a machine is exponential distributed. It is in the form of exponential distribution, which rate parameter is 1 by 3. What is the probability that the repair time exceeds 3 hours? Solve using PDF and CDF method. Let us start the problem. Here given that in the function is given in the form of exponential distribution. We know that the exponential distribution structure. Here the rate parameter is 1 by 3, that is the lambda value is 1 by 3. And we have to find what is the probability that the repair time exceeds 3 hours. That means we have to find the p of x greater than 3. this probability of x greater than 3 value we have to find using the first method, PDF method and CDF method. First of all, the using PDF method, we know that the structure of PDF, that is small f of x equals to function is lambda into e power minus lambda x for x greater than or equals to 0 and 0 for else na. So here small f of x equals to function, here lambda value we have what, 1 by 3, that is in the place of lambda we substitute this 1 by 3 value, 1 by 3 e power minus 1 by 3 into x for x greater than or equals to 0, 0 for else, 0 for else. We get small f of x equals to 1 by 3 e power minus 1 into x is x by 3 for x greater than or equals to 0 and 0 for else. The next one we have to find this value, probability of x greater than 3 using first method and PDF method and CDF method. First of all we use the PDF method. That is first that is p of x greater than or equals to 3. We know that in PDF method integration minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. Here given value is 3 and it will x greater than 3, it means lowest value is 3. In place of minus infinity we take 3 and x is greater than 3, that means here 3 is the least value. We know that the highest value, it is x greater than 3, we don't know that is 4 or 5 or 5. That means we take here what, infinity value, up to infinity value. X greater than 3 means least value is 3 and x value is greater than 3 up to infinity, we don't know. So here we take integration 3 to infinity. Here f of x function is what we get, 1 by 3 e power minus 1 by 3 e power minus x by 3 dx. Here we take value outside 1 by 3, integration 3 to 8 e power minus x by 3 dx. Here this function is comparing with this formula, integration e power ax dx. We have the formula as e power ax by a. So by comparing this formula we write 1 by 3 e power minus x by 3 by minus 1 by 3 to infinity, 3 to infinity. Now 1 by 3 by eliminating the minus value e power minus x by 3 by eliminating this value we change this conditions, that is 1 by 3 into infinity to 3, because for eliminating the minus we changing the condition, gives rise to 1 by 3 into, here is in divided by, if we send this right side it will be get into multiplied with 1 by 3 e power minus x by 3 to infinity. Here 3 cancel, we get 1, and here substituting 1 time 3 and substituting 1 time infinity we get e power minus, in place of x, minus 3 by 3 minus e power minus infinity by 3, which gives rise to 1 into 3 cancel, we get e power minus 1 minus e power minus infinity by 3 means we get e power minus infinity. Here it will be write as e power minus 1 means it can write 1 by e minus this one. Always e power minus infinity value is always 0. We have to keep this this property, e power minus infinity value is always 0. So placing here 0, we get 1 into 1 by e means 1 by e. By using PDF method we get probability of x greater than 3 value is 1 by e. Now we using second method, that is CDF. Now using second method, that is CDF for p of x greater than 3. We learned that in the key point that if we have greater than type, we have to change into less than type. That is, here p of x greater than 3 is in greater than type. We have to change in less than type. That is by using 1 minus p of x less than 3. Here 1 minus, this formula is what we know, f of x. In the place of this we use f of x. That is f of, in place of x we write what value, this value, f of 3. Here 1 minus, here f of x means formula is 1 minus e power minus lambda x. We know the formula. So in place of x we have to put 3, and in place of lambda we know the value of lambda value. Here the formula f of 3 means, f of x means we have formula is 1 minus e power lambda x. Here 1 minus e power minus, here lambda value we given that the lambda value is 1 by 3, and we take x value is this value. It is in place of lambda we take 1 by 3 and x value we take 3. 1 minus, in here this 3 cancel, and we get 1 minus of minus 1 minus e power minus 1. We get 1 minus 1 by e. Here 1 minus into minus is what? Minus into 1 minus 1, and minus into minus plus 1 by e. Here plus 1 minus 1 cancel, we get 1 by e. Here by using CDF method also we get 1 by e, and by using PDF method also we get 1 by e. So in the exam point of view, for this concept we can use any one of the method, we get same answer only. Let us consider another example. Here question is, let x be a random variable with given PDF. Small f of x equals to function is e into e power minus 6 by 3 for x greater than or equals to 0, and 0 for x less than 0. We have to find here a value, and we have to find second one is probability of 1 less than x less than 4. Here let us start the problem. Here for finding the a value, we have two methods, that is method 1, method 2. First method 1, method 2. The first method is here given that PDF small f of x equals to a into e power a into e x in power x by 3 for x greater than or equals to 0, and 0 for x less than 0. We note that the here given function this. We note that the structure of PDF f of x equals to, small f of x equals to lambda e into e power minus lambda x for x greater than or equals to 0, and 0 for else. By comparing first equation 1 and equation 2, we get a into e power x minus 3 equals to lambda into e power minus x lambda x. Here e is same, and minus have, and x is x. In place of lambda we have values 1 by 3, and here have x, and e have, here both have e and minus. In place of lambda we have 1 by 3. So here lambda equals to 1 by 3 value. So here a equals to a plus we have lambda. So here a equals to lambda also. So if lambda equals to 1 by 3, we get a value also 1 by 3. This is the first method to find the a value. The second method is, The method 2 is we know that integration minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equals to 1. Here in the given function, the condition given here x greater than or equals to 0. So in the place of infinity we take here least value is 0. So here we take 0 and it is greater than 0. So up to infinity we don't know how much value. So we take integration 0 to infinity. The f of x function is a into e power minus x by 3 dx equals to 1. We keeping outside a outside, integration 0 to infinity e power minus 6 by 3 dx equals to 1. Here it is in the form of e power ax dx. Integration e power ax dx equals to e power ax by a is formula. By using this condition formula we find out the a value. Here e power minus 6 by 3 by minus 1 by 3 0 to infinity equals to 1. So by eliminating this value we changes the conditions. A into e power minus 6 by 3 by 1 by 3 infinity to 0, because here we eliminating, here is minus, here did not have minus sign. To eliminate this sign we changes the condition. Here have in upper stage we have 0 to infinity, but here have we infinity to 0 equals to 1. So that here is a, here 1 by 3 is in divided by 2 this 1. By changing it, transferring it to right side, it will be into 2a multiply with a into 3 e power minus 6 by 3 infinity to 0. 3a, by substituting 0 one time in place of x and substituting another time infinity in place of x, we get e power minus 0 by 3 minus e power minus infinity by 3. 3a equals to e power minus 0 by anything is 0 minus e power minus infinity by 3 is always minus infinity. In the previous problem only we know that the infinity power, e power minus infinity value is always 0 and e power 0 value is always 1. So in place of 3a, in place of e power 0 we get e power 0 value is 1 and minus e power infinity value is 0 equals to 1. Write this here. 3a of 1 equals to 1, 3a equals to 1 and a equals to 1 by 3. This is another method to find the value of a. This is the first method which is easy one to find a value by comparing the given two functions, given function and the structure of PDF. By comparing this we can find out the a value. This is the first method, and by using this property, this is the second method. By using this property we can find the value of a also. These are the two methods for finding a value. Now we have to find out that the p of 1 less than x less than 4 by using PDF method, because here asking PDF only na, so we using only PDF method, not using CDF method. So here second one, p of 1 less than x less than 4 is integration. Here the value conditions are between 1 to 4. So here in place of minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, in place of minus infinity to infinity we take 1 to 4 value, that is 1 to 4. Function is a into e power x by 3 dx. By taking a outside, a using this formula e power ax dx equals to e power ax by a formula. Here we came e power minus 6 by 3 by minus 1 by 3, 1 to 4, and here we know that the value of a value is 1 by 3 and e power minus 6 by 3 by 1 by 3. Eliminating minus we take here 4 to 1 and 1 by 3 into it will be multiplied this side into 3 e power minus x by 4 4 to 1 here 3 cancel we get 1 into e power minus 1 by 4 minus e power minus 4 by 4. By substituting these values in place of x we get e power minus 1 by 4 minus 4 cancel we get e power minus 1, that is 1 by e power 1 by 4 by minus 1 by e. By substituting these two values in the Casio we get the value is minus 0.4529. So this is the method we take. Here first the property and substituting in condition is this condition 1 to 4 and f of x function is, we know that the e into e power x minus the dx. By using this formula we derivate this like this and by calculating these two values we get the value is minus 0.4529. Hope you like the video guys. Like, share, comment and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified every update from my Smart Studies YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you people like the video. Keep supporting me by subscribing the YouTube channel and like, share, comment and click the bell icon to be notified every update from my Smart Studies YouTube channel. Thank you guys.